Sure. I mean,
Do you want to just like state your name and like what you do?
Oh yeah. Hi, I'm the anonymous programmer at Geek. No, my name is I'm Benson Wong. I'm the CTO / co-founder of Games. So right now we're a pretty small studio, so I do primarily most of the programming and development. Since we build games, actually we build network games, social network games. So I do a lot of server programming and client-side programming, and we focus on HTML5, which means we do a lot of programming for modern browsers. Basically, Chrome, Firefox, Internet Explorer 9, we target for our tech.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is HTML5, just for people who don't?
So HTML5 is kind of like the newest version of HTML. Like HTML, you can do a lot with HTML right now. Like most people just think of web pages, but what HTML5 is kind of like this umbrella term now for a lot of these technologies that browsers have now. Like for example, they can play video now natively in the browser. They can play sound. It's more than just like pictures and words now. It's really all the multimedia capabilities. So one of the big things that we use is a technology called the canvas tag, which is basically like we can create like a 2D, like a two-dimensional screen, and we can draw anything we want into that screen. So instead of having like a static image of something, we can animate it like a video game. It's like a 2D video game. Some of the more advanced browsers, you can actually do full 3D video games. Like you can do Quake or Doom, or running around full 3D first-person shooter. But the technology is still catching up in that, so it's very new and not a lot of stuff supported. But the 2D version, we can write code once, and it essentially runs the same on your desktop or your laptop or your mobile.
I'm sorry.
What's so funny? Am I being weird?
I'm sorry. It's just I was looking at her face. She's like,
Is that too technical?
No, it's fine.
Am I nerding out way too much here? I could stop.
No, it's fine. It's good.
Can you edit out everything Sandra says?
Yes, no worries.
But that's basically it. That's HTML5 is kind of an umbrella term that covers all this new browser technology. What is really designed to replace was Flash. Flash and these proprietary plugins like Java and actually Flash and Java are the two main ones. So now you can just run it. All you need is just a browser. That's all you need now. You don't need to install anything. As long as you have a browser, it just works.
That'd be great.
Oh yeah, it's like the future, but it's here. Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yes. So I'll give you some more material. We can talk a little bit about our development process is probably something that is also we invest a lot of time and energy into kind of refining. So we kind of forego the traditional like offices and stuff, and most of our team, pretty all of our team actually works remotely, and we use a lot of communication technology. So what we found was you don't actually need to be sitting in the same room to be very productive. You just need to be able to communicate effectively. So we use a lot of online tools, like our code and our assets and all of our chats and stuff. It's all online. So I probably talk to Jesse, our art director, more than I talk to like my family, my immediate family. But mostly because even though we're not physically together, we're developing at the same time in just different locations. I don't know if we can talk a little about some of the tools that we use or whatever. Some of our core tools that we use an online chat tool called HipChat, which basically is like a private chat room that's web-based and whatnot. That basically lets us get together, keep in sync, and the nice thing about it is that it keeps a full history. So a big thing that we've been working on is being able to work asynchronously instead of synchronously. Like a good example is like we all kind of keep different timelines. So there's like a little window there where we are online all at the same time, but like I'm primarily like an early bird. Jessie and I are both early birds, so that actually works out. Sandra's a bit of a night owl, so sometimes when she does work, she'll post it there, and we don't have to look at it right away. When we wake up in the morning or whatever, we can review it then. It allows us a lot of flexibility. And that we've taken that idea and we've really applied it also to how we write software, our coding part of it, and also the art part of it. So we're not blocked as much as, say, if we all had to be in the same office at the same time. We just do our work and say, hey, you guys review this when you get a chance. It's kind of like checking your email in the morning. And we found that to be like, it's really helped our productivity. Slash ramble.
No, that's great material. So,
Maybe tell people how to where to find our games.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Facebook. So what we're doing actually, we're targeting Facebook initially because our first product is a social casino style product. But our, with kind of the lucky lady flair, our level of quality and the fact we're also targeting HTML5. A lot of stuff that you see, a lot of games actually, probably the majority, like 95, if not more games on Facebook are Flash based. That's kind of been the de facto standard. But we kind of, we took a bit of a risk and we targeted the future instead of what's currently now, and which is HTML5. But by the time we launch, which is in a few weeks or so, in about a month, the technology is stable enough. There's still some rough edges, but we can get most of the way there, and we can deliver really good game experience. And the nice thing is because a lot of big companies, Microsoft, Google, and Apple, really big technology companies, they're investing so much money into making their browsers really fast that I know this is very technical, but the code which we're writing, which is JavaScript, it actually runs faster in a lot of situations than the Flash game engine or the Flash engine now. With the upside, is not even have to download or ever have to keep it updated, which is pretty awesome.
That's great.
Yeah, and it's also nice, like I mentioned before, we can target desktop machine. We can go all the way from desktop machines to your smartphone. We call them the different screens, right? And with where HTML5 is going and the investments in it, pretty soon it'll also be in your living room. So you'll be able to play our game, whether you have say when that catches up, the consoles catch up, right? Or any of these new Android-based video players. You can just sit down in your living room or at your desk or on the go, and then we can deliver the same content the same way. We don't have to have any of that overhead or rewriting or changing or porting or any of these other software woes that most people have to deal with.
Mm-hmm. Do you have plans for other types of games, other than the casino style?
For sure. So we're going to start with casino games. It sets the bar higher. Our level of quality is really high, so we're target those. But after we get that done, we're really looking at moving the needle for what we can do with HTML5 technology. And primarily, it's not so much the technology that's lagging behind, because it's actually pretty strong. A lot of the tool sets aren't there yet, whereas Flash has had a decade or so to mature into a real gaming platform online. HTML5 is really being, the stuff that we've targeted is really 1 or 2 years old, right? So the maturity is not quite there, or the tools is not quite there. But in 2 or 3 years, you're going to see, you won't even know the difference. People right now, non-techie people don't know the difference. But the developers will have a much better experience, so you see a lot more content being developed for this technology. So I don't know if I really answered your question, but yes. We're going to do some pretty awesome stuff. There's some really great tech demos put out by Mozilla. They are investing lots and lots of resources. Well, maybe not lots and lots, but the actual Firefox is their main product or project, because they're not open source, or sorry, they're a non-profit, right? So they are investing money into 3D and 2D gaming. So right now, actually, they're building a game engine, a 3-dimensional game engine in HTML5 that will probably, will 100% be open sourced and available free to anybody that wants to use it. It's very early stages, but pretty soon you'll be able to do pretty nice 3D games in your browser. That's it. All you need is just your browser. Yeah, it's pretty awesome.